another season wrapping up, another faculty showcase after the end of the season.
Yeah. Season 36 wasn't really all that different than the other 35.
No, when you've been here as long as I have, which is like, I don't know how many years, I lost count, it's all like, they're all the same. And this was exactly the same.
Yeah, Mimi is really old. And the year of the 2020 to the 2021 was really, I'm gonna...
You guys, I think they have finally lost it.
It was bound to happen eventually.
What should we do? Maybe we should put them in the parish hall closet?
That is where all the other broken stuff goes.
No, guys, we need them.
Okay, we know you've known them for a long time, Brian, but look at them. They are toast.
I know, but...
They've tried their hardest. They deserve a long rest.
In the parish hall closet.
I'll even write a grant and get them some nice pillows.
Yes, but we need them. To sign our paychecks?
Okay, quick! How do we send them out of this?
Oh, we should slap them.
Yeah!
It didn't work.
Okay,
Shake them.
oh.
No, it didn't work either.
I got it. We need to remind them. Everything about this year.
We have to do it. For the children, for YTN, for Mercer Island, for the world.
Okay. I'll start. I remember about season 36. Virtual classes and shows, and everybody in masks.
Sitting inside during January with all the doors and windows wide open.
Remember, Mimi? You bought us hand warmers for inside rehearsals.
Oh, so cold, so cold.
Guidelines that never stop changing. Checking screenings and waivers and temperatures. Oh my.
Watching Corey struggle how to use a simple handheld thermometer over and over and over again.
Stephanie's wedding being on the calendar since 2019.
Cleaning all the things. Props, costumes, doors, floors, children, chairs, and toilets.
Oh, and Kate, remember? You got bleach on every single item in your summer wardrobe. You were really sad.
Protocol! All right, more protocol!
I don't think this is helping.
Good things. We need to remember the good things.
Oh, our virtual holiday event, It's a Wonderful Life, brought people together from across the country. Plus, virtual galas, shows, classes, and faculty showcase opened up to a whole new audience.
I didn't get married in March, but I did get married in August. And Corey had a great time dancing on the Zoom party.
It's true, I was born to dance.
I got to eat lunch in my van a lot.
Oh, we're still here. We're okay. Are we okay?
We're okay. We have jobs. YTN still exists. We're okay.
And our program didn't suck. It was great.
Yeah.
Our staff and our artists were beyond great.
We did okay. We made them think. We made them cry. We made them laugh.
Get it?
Oh, that's me.
Yeah. Get it. Oh,
Wow.
Jesse, right now.
Make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh. Don't you know everyone wants to laugh? My dad said be an actor, my son, but be a comical one. They'll be standing in lines for those old honky-tonk monkey shines. You could study Shakespeare and be quite elite, and you could charm the critics and have nothing to eat. Just slip on a banana peel, the world's at your feet. Make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh. Make 'em laugh, don't you? All the... What? My dad. They'll be standing in lines for those old honky-tonk monkey shines. make 'em laugh, make 'em laugh.
Hey, Brian.
Brian, you're on mute.
Hey, hey, Brian, unmute yourself. That's cool, but I can't.
It's the little picture that looks like a microphone. You just click on it.
He's not even looking at it. Can
No.
he hear us?
I don't know. He's maybe like in a Star Wars fugue.
Maybe he's muted.
Brian
Oh.
Jackson, muted.
Unmute.
You
No.
are.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
Hello,
Hey,
and welcome to Faculty Showcase 2021. My name is Katie McKenna. I am Youth Theater Northwest Development Director. Oh, and apparently I'm allowed to take this off. As you all know, this has been one of our most challenging seasons yet, which is why we really appreciate every donation that you can make tonight. All the donations are going to go towards our scholarship fund, and every donation up to $2,000 is going to be matched by our amazing board contribution. So a huge thanks to our board of directors for that matching gift. Now up next, we have our annual full staff sketch, written once again this year by our own Corey Southwell. And well, it makes us feel, it reflects on how we felt all season. A little bit like we were up Schitt's Creek without a paddle.
All right, I'm officially calling this meeting of the Schitt's Creek City Council to order. Wait a minute, where's Ronnie?
This is the week Ronnie goes on vacation to San Francisco with her roommate. Remember, Roland? She goes every June.
Oh, right.
Well, seeing how we are one Veronica short of a quartet, I will vote on her behalf as the leading member of the Women's Caucus.
Moira, there is no women's caucus. There's only 4 of us.
My voice will not be silenced. In the words of Sojourner Truth.
We're not silencing you, Moira. You just don't get to use Ronnie's vote.
You rule with an iron fist, firm but fair. I accept your terms.
They have you on the good meds again.
They have me on all the meds again.
All right. Opening up the floor for new business.
Oh, I actually have something.
What is it, Bob?
Bicycles.
You want to learn to ride.
No, I want to ban them.
You want to get rid of all bicycles?
Yep,
Why?
they're a nuisance. People leave them everywhere. They're a danger to pedestrians, and they add all the traffic to the roads. Plus, that annoying bell sound.
This doesn't have anything to do with the fact that your garage isn't doing well at the moment, would it?
Of course not. Plus, Gwen loves riding bicycles with her new roommate, Jeff.
All right, Bob.
We'll
Well, think about it.
You will? Oh, gee, thanks.
I happen to have une petite raison d'être for our meet cute this very day. A bit of pressing business relevant to the enterprises, the quaint little hamlet you call the place where you live.
Moira, I can see your entire family in the waiting room. Just bring them in and make your point. Hello, Roses.
Hi.
Hi.
John, David, hello.
Hello, dear.
Hi.
Alexis, I see you have stopped using the night cream I had couriered over to you.
Ew, Mom, that product was so cheap and made my skin super oily. It made me break out worse than that summer I spent glamping with NSYNC along Route 66.
Excuse me, that night cream came from my store.
Have you heard of quality control then, David? My face looked like yours in the 6th grade.
Eat glass.
You should stop putting it on your face then.
I did, like a month ago.
Oh.
Ugh.
Children, stop embarrassing your mother during her meeting.
Thank you, John. Honestly, we've been through enough emotional trauma for 3 lifetimes. Must we continue to pour salt on our metaphorical wounds?
Wait, Mrs. Rose, what's wrong with your voice?
And why are you and Dad on different devices?
Stop the interrogation. If you must know, I have returned to my Balkan home away from home to revisit my mutated feather friends for another installment of the Crows Have Eyes franchise. And the vocal work has been more demanding than Andy Lloyd Webber during Tech Week.
Sorry, you're in Bulgaria?
They're making another Crows movie, but that last one was so...
Oh, amazing. A real masterclass of cinema.
Thank you, dear.
Wait a minute. You're not even in this country? How can you be on city council?
If it were that easy to shimmy out of my shackles of servitude, I would have flown the coop over a year ago when we had our return pilgrimage to the City of Angels.
Moira still has 2 years left on council. She tried to resign, but you haven't been able to find anyone to fill her seat. Don't you remember, Bob? There was even a special election.
Yeah, nobody ran. It was pretty dark, even for Schitt's Creek.
While this reunion is so fun, can we please hurry this along? I have a store to run.
Wait, why isn't Patrick running the store?
Because Patrick is at another one of his accountants conferences and has left me to fend for myself all weekend.
Patrick is cheating on you?
That's not what Okay, Roland, do you have no control over these meetings? This is getting wildly out of hand.
You're right. It sounds like Patrick is probably cheating on David.
Oh my God. Okay, while my dating history would seem to back up these allegations, may I remind you that we are here for the motel.
David's right, for once. We wanted to bring you a proposal to take the Rosebud Motels Group success and redirect it back into the...
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I just heard a noise on the porch. It might be Gwen finally coming home. I'll be right back.
Hasn't it been like...
3 years.
He knows that she's not actually coming back, right?
That's incorrect.
As Stevie was saying.
Yeah, we wanted to bring you a proposal to take the Rosebud Motel Group success and redirect it back into the community of Schitt's Creek.
Okay, how?
Yes, how and why, and also who and when, what?
Well, we've been expanding into several different markets and profits are good.
We have an established client base and we've been growing our customer loyalty.
Social media engagements are at an all-time high.
And timeline-wise, we would like to pair this with the expansion of Rose Apothecary.
For that rollout.
We agreed not to use that word anymore, Johnny.
That's great, but what's the actual proposal?
We would like to host a Rosebud Motel Group think tank with all of the franchise heads.
We'll invite them all into town and they'll do like cute little businessy things all week.
Well, yes, but also the COVID guidelines for motels are quite stringent. We would like to host an in-person training to maintain the same expectation of health and safety across all of our branches.
Unfortunately, I'm quite familiar with the guidelines. Last council meeting, Moira did a dramatic reading of them, all 14 pages.
David, Alexis, you would have been so proud. Mummy filibustered her meeting.
Never say that again.
Anyway, we'll put them all up at the motel. It's centrally located, which would be great for other businesses too, but we need somewhere to host the actual conference pro bono.
My, oh my, wherever could a town such as yours put up a lucrative and stimulating summit of industry?
Well, and since nobody knows the town as well as you, we thought...
Say no more. I know just the place.
Good, it's settled then. Town hall it is.
Town hall? No. You need somewhere more in your face, more inspiring.
Oh, I can't fit that many people in the store.
Of course not.
Well, we're already planning on having the cafe cater, but the layout of the booths is not ideal for synergy.
Me and Joss will host you in our backyard. We've got plenty of street parking, throw some brats on the grill, fill the kiddie pool with ice and beers.
Ew.
Oh, perfect. Just what you had in mind, right, Mr. Rose?
Well, Stevie, it's a perfectly fine first idea.
Don't be silly. My place it is. I'll have Ronnie pull the permits as soon as she's back.
Oh, right. It's Ronnie's girls only weekend.
False alarm. It wasn't Gwen. Some raccoons have scattered all my garbage across the yard.
And how could you tell?
What do you mean?
And that's enough. Roland?
Read my mind. Meeting adjourned.
Hello, it's me, Kate Swenson, your Executive Education Director, and I am here to introduce someone you all know. Stephanie Bull, Business Manager and Registrar. Did you know? Sometimes she does a little singing. Were you guys aware? Did anyone know that? It's true. Stephanie Bull can sing. In fact, she's pretty good. She's won so many awards this year that I'm not going to list them, but I'm sure she'll tell you later. In fact, not a day goes by that Stephanie doesn't ask, how many songs can she sing in the faculty showcase? We know, that's why most of you are here today. And in fact, the first thing she's gonna sing, the first song she's going to sing is Not a Day Goes By. And then after intermission, she will be singing The Girl in 14G. And she is going to be fabulous. Enjoy. Not a day goes by, not a single day, where you're still somewhere part of my life, and it looks like you'll stay as the days go by. I keep thinking, when does it end? Where's the day I'll have started forgetting? But I just go on thinking and sweating and cursing and crying and turning and reaching and waking and dying. And no, not a day goes by, not a blessed day, where you're still somewhere part of my life. And you won't go away, so there's hell to pay. And until I die, I'll die day after day after day after day after day after day after day, till the days go by, till the days go by, till the days go by. Hello, I hope you enjoyed that very depressing song. I really wanted to set the mood for this year's faculty showcase. The next staff member is so notorious, she doesn't need an introduction. Turns out she needs an introduction. Kate Swinson is not only the executive education director, she is also a playwright and a writer and a comrade and a genius and a friend and so much more. So here for tonight for Faculty Showcase, Kate Swinson is going to read from her new novella, an original Kate Swinson work, Kate Swinson, Kate Swinson, Kate Swinson.
What is your name?
Hello, my name is Kate Swinson.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I know her. Oh my gosh. I'm going to read tonight a chapter from my novella, which is going to be part of a collection called Black as Death, a collection of cafe cozy mysteries, available sometime in 2022 on a project that I'm working on with Martina Dalton. Maybe you've heard of her, fabulous president of the YTN board. So this chapter is just a little bit of something to know ahead of time. It's actually the same family. I've read a chapter from a different novel that follows this same family at other faculty showcases. The main character is named Babe. She's an opera singer with a past and an empath who's recently opened a coffee house performance venue called The Metal Grind, like you do. With an old friend, and Lavender, her 11-year-old niece, who is a ghost whisperer. And this is A Steamy Cup of Murder. I smiled, nearing comfortably caffeinated. Leaning back, I spotted Zenith emerge from the second-story catwalk that connected the spiral staircase to the office area and apartment where he and Lana lived. I waved up at him. Here comes Zenith. His broad frame rose well over 6 feet, and his red-tipped dreads were pulled on top of his head, making him seem even taller. Performer, sculptor, and occasional model, Zenith was a work of art all on his own. We were briefly an item, but had different definitions of what that meant. I don't share. Now, we're just good friends, and I still enjoyed the view. He waved a muscular bronzed arm in greeting before winding down the stairs. The front door of the Metal Grind slammed open, a beam of morning light cutting like a laser across the floor. A backlit figure entered the coffee shop, heading towards Zenith like a bullet. "You monster!" the figure cried, jabbing a finger at Zenith. "This has got to stop!" The natural din of the cafe screeched to a halt as we all stared at the shrill woman confronting Zenith. "I will shut this place down," she announced. Dressed in aggressively orange yoga attire, you didn't need to be an empath to feel the implied threat emanating from her. I jumped to my feet, putting myself between Lavender and possible danger. The intruder had an orange yoga mat slung across her back like a quiver and gestured wildly with orangely tanned arms. Ah, a theme. Zenith recovered quickly, ushering the woman in the direction of the door. He glanced up the circular stairs towards his apartment. He appeared calm, but I could sense he was rattled. The woman's arms showed impressive carved muscles. I wouldn't win in a purely physical altercation, but I fight dirty. "Auntie Babe," Lavender said in the tone one uses to calm a dangerous animal. "It's okay." I felt her small hand on my tense forearm. "No weapons necessary." The steak knife in my fist was held low against my leg, the blade hidden from view by the flowy fabric of my pantsuit, stylish and practical. I put the knife back on the table and kissed Lavender's shiny hair. Back in control, I strengthened my psychic shields and assessed the situation without anyone's unexpected emotions clouding my judgment. Zenith had maneuvered the enraged woman to the front door and was now facing off with her near the empty hostess station. "Ah," I said as I put it together, "it's Yoga Banshee." "What?" Lavender asked in a whisper. "The grind's terrible neighbor. She's making Zenith's life a hell. He told me about her, but I've yet to witness her in all her glory. I'm not usually up this early." "You're welcome," Lavender said smartly. I side-eyed her and picked up my coffee, closing the distance to Zenith and Yoga Banshee. Up close, I could really feel his unease. The customers and staff were clearly enjoying the show, even as he tried to use the sculpture as a barrier. He glanced upstairs again, and I realized he was worried about Lana. His wife was going through a challenging pregnancy. Afraid she was going to get stressed out over the situation? How sweet. I would help. "What have we here?" I said, meeting Zenith's gaze above the raging blonde's head. "Sheena, is it? I have heard so much about you." "It's Shayla." She whirled around, giving me a full glare. Well, as much as she could, with a high ponytail pulled so tight it was an eye lift. She had a body of a 20-something, but up close she was of a certain age. I noticed a second woman with her, looking pale and unhappy in a zombie gray tracksuit. Who wouldn't? The two visitors shared the same face, but wildly different styles, brassy versus mousy. "Oh, perfect, the washed-up opera singer," Shayla sniped. Amateur. I threw back my head and laughed with sincere delight. This could be fun. Zenith tried to keep it civil. "Brielle LeFay may introduce our neighbor from the Endless Zen Yoga Studio, Shayla Starr and Missy Jo James." "It's not the Endless Zen," Shayla burst out. "It's Endless Zen." Clearly. Taking Zenith's cue to the high road, I added, "Nice to meet you, Missy Jo." I took the gray-clad woman's icy hand, and she smiled at me beneath her unfortunate beige bangs. Shayla barreled on, undeterred by social graces. "And I'm not from the yoga studio, I own it, and you're ruining my business. This horrible place is a blight on the neighborhood, peddling poisons, endless caterwauling, and the kind of people you attract. This has got to stop." "Coffee hater? That is so sad." I placed mournful hands on my heart. "What is in the travel mug then?" Missy Jo held two mugs, one hideous orange container with Shayla etched up the side in gold script. "Green tea? You may want to check the caffeine levels." "It's mushroom tea, thanks," Shayla hissed. "I don't drink toxins." "Now, I'm warning you." She moved in very close to Zenith, leaving just a sliver of air between them. "Put an end to this madness or else." "Shayla," Zenith said with a sigh and a deliberate step back, always with the threats. "What exactly is the problem this time?" I'd offered to discuss it calmly, but that doesn't seem to be an option. "Don't take that tone with me." Shayla's breathing was rapid, her cheeks flushed. She was enjoying this confrontation with my handsome partner. Interesting. "Turn down this music or I'm calling the cops." "Darian," Zenith called, "is the music set to the levels that we mutually agreed upon with our neighbors for morning hours?" "Yes, indeedy." "This is not music, this is screaming." "The only thing screaming at the moment is you, Shayla," I pointed out helpfully. "Come on, Shayla," Missy Jo, the mouse, piped up. "Class is starting." "God, Missy Jo, you are the worst," Shayla screeched at the shy woman. Suddenly, a pile of napkins stacked on the hostess station took flight as if blown by a strong wind. The recycled paper products hit Shayla in the face like the fluttering wings of an angry bat. Our resident poltergeist wanted Yoga Banshee banished too. "It's assault!" Shayla yelled. "You'll be hearing from my lawyer. I will own you." Her rage pinged like bullets against my shields. Something more was going on than just a noise complaint. Yoga Banshee departed in a cloud of sandalwood and rose, ponytail whipping behind her. As the heavy door swung closed, a smattering of applause filled the room. "I'm very sorry about that," Missy Jo said. "My sister's been having a tough time lately." "A tough time not transforming into a werewolf?" I asked. Z, I hate to ask," Missy Jo continued, ignoring my quip, "but I have to, or well, you know, could I hang this flyer on the community board?" I couldn't get over her tragic hairstyle. The frizzy curls looked unnatural. A perm? Did they do perms anymore? Her pretty face was nearly identical to her sister's, but Missy Jo appeared to be making an effort to be unattractive, to fade into the background. Sad. Sure, Zena said. Community, that's how it works. He continued with the graciousness. Are you coming to the event tonight, Missy Jo? We'd invited all the local merchants, as well as friends and selected press, to a soft opening of our night service. They would attend my rehearsal, get free whiskey and song, while giving the staff a casual, friendly audience to practice on before the grand opening tomorrow. Genius. Oh, I can't, thanks, sorry, nice to meet you. The nervous woman hurried to pin up her flyer. Her phone rang. Yes, right behind you, Shayla, sorry. Still apologizing, Missy Jo disappeared out the door. Wow, I said, shaking my head. Leaning Zenith back to the table, I gently placed him in my seat. Beneath his calm appearance, I could sense strong emotional reaction. I was missing something. Those two sisters, talk about contrast. Yoga Banshee is intense, Lavender said. She is, I agreed. I thought you might be exaggerating, Zenith, but it appears you were reporting the truth. Maybe we should call her something else? I feel bad for the Banshees. She's a legend around here, Zenith said, so angry. Pretty much everyone around here has been her target. She's always calling the cops on us for noise complaints. First construction, now music, when the morning operation started last week. I've done everything I can to get her to chill out. We instilled sound baffling on our side, offered to do her side too, she refused. I got my brother to go full lawyer and meet with a representative. They worked out an agreement. Luckily, Endless Zen only operates mornings and afternoons. We keep the music volume at a specific level during those hours, but she's still, oh my God! Darian was staring at the flyer Missy Jo had left behind. Boss people, you are gonna wanna see this. He ripped down the paper, waving it in the air. What is it? Lavender asked. It's a new class at Endless Zen Studios, Sunset Zen, and guess when it starts? Tonight, Zenith and I said in unison. Yes! Fridays and Saturdays at 8 p.m., Darian said. Y'all are psychic. Oh, darling, you have no idea.
Hello, my name is Corey Southwell. I am the program assistant here at Youth Theater Northwest. I wear a lot of hats and do a lot of jobs. I can confidently count to the number 8, but I cannot count to 8 while moving at the same time. So I am very impressed by this next act. Here are Mimi Kitano, NYTN alums and stage managers, Madeline Dalton and Sydney Teamy, dancing to the J-pop bop Turning Up by Mimi's boy band crush, Arashi.
You call the feeling 閉ざされたドア開く鍵はhere 近づく聞こえてく全身を虜にさせるハーモニー手でさえも揺さぶって Moves baby moves baby Yes に見た振り切って Loose baby loose baby そっぽ向いても感じる Oh yeah Quiet soul ちゃん超えて Race さりげなく響くこの News baby We got the something You get the pleasure ポケットには funky beats to drop We bring the party Let's get it started 世界中に放って Turn it up with the J-pop Turn it up with the J-pop Here comes the weekend Call everybody 底抜けに楽しむ時をバンそういうかラッキーさあ踊ろうよ This tornado from the east gonna hit your town ふと点のない情熱を Moose baby Moose baby 終わりなき夢を Loose baby Loose baby 巻き起こせ空前の Yeah いざなうぜほら East and West 最前列 Stay with us この News baby We got the something You get the pleasure 朝までもうシームレスあの彼方へ Let's get the party さらにずっと近くでスマイル again and again 際限なく響くこのニュース baby We got the sound and you get the pleasure ポケットには funky beats to jump We bring the party Let's get it started 世界中に放って turn it up with the J-pop
Oh, he's muted again.
Hey, Brian. Brian, you're muted.
Brian, you have to unmute.
Brian, okay.
He's got us muted too.
Brian.
Here, I'll use the force.
Can somebody text him?
Yeah.
Okay, like who's the meeting host? Because I think the meeting host can unmute.
Can we unmute him?
Can the meeting host just end this? We can't hear you. Also, why are you doing
That's not
this?
even Star Wars now.
We're trying to have a staff meeting.
We could just do this on email. Like, does this really have to be like a meeting?
Brian? No? Okay.
There will be a 5-minute intermission. You can donate if you haven't done so already. Fill up those snack bowls and see you back here in 5 minutes.
Hello! Welcome back to Back in Decades! That was an amazing first half with a lot of talent. And some other things too. Just as a reminder, tonight is a fundraiser for our scholarship fund. Every year, YTN aims to donate at least $60,000 in scholarships, and we would really like to meet that goal again for our 37th season. So far this evening, we have raised $255 with our board match. That brings us up to $510 raised total tonight. Just a reminder, we are trying to get that number all the way up to 2,000. So if you haven't donated already, please click the link that's pinned in the Facebook chat or go to our website at youththeater.org to donate now. Now we will continue with another lovely and hopefully slightly more upbeat number from Stephanie Bull.
Just moved in to 14G, so cozy, calm, and peaceful. Heaven for a mouse like me, with quiet by the leaseful. Pets are banned, parties too, and no solicitations. Window seat with garden view, a perfect nook to read a book. I'm lost in my Jane Austen when I hear, ooh, say it isn't so, not the flat blow from an opera wannabe in 13G, a matinee of some cantata, Wagner's Ring and Traviata. My first night in 14G, I'll put up with Puccini, brew myself a cup of tea, crochet until she's a feeny. 8:30, not a peep, except the clock tick-tocking. Now I lay me down to sleep, velvety bed to rest my head. A stretch, a yard, I'm almost gone then. Zutuito, do flor, do spiridana, spini, na 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 na, woo! Now the girl upstairs wakes me unawares, blowing down from 15G, her revelry. She's scatting like her name is Ella. Guess who answers? Acapella. Zip-doo to Florida, ooh. Zip-doo to Florida, ooh. I'm not one to raise my voice, make a fuss, or speak my mind. But might I query, would you mind if, could you kindly stop? That felt good. Stop. 13, 15, 14G, your most unlikely trio. Not quite 3-part harmony. All day, all night, we're singing a rimba boot Florida, a rimba boot Florida. Stop. Ooh, had my fill of peace and quiet. Shout out loud, I've changed my diet, all because of 14G.
Give it up for Stephanie Bull! Wow, blown away. Now you may remember in the winter some of the YTN students did an incredibly amazing feat where they performed the complete works of Shakespeare abridged, where they went all of the Bard's works in just one show. They were guided on this journey by the incredible Mimi, Corey, and Madeline. And now we are going to see whether their creative team is able to pull off the same feat. So without further ado, the complete works of Shakespeare abridged.
I don't know which button to push.
Oh, great. I'll push the button.
We are rolling. Here we go.
But like in the infernal over there, see information about tracing in Newton, it was all about mixing lights and clean. Needs to plus better service much in the life. Like some interpreting some of those doing the death burying their parents' strife.
The girls today in society go for classical poetry. So to win their hearts you must quote with these Aeschylus and Euripides. But the poet of them all, who will stardom simply raving, is the poet people call the Bard of Stratford-on-Avon. Brush up your Shakespeare, start quoting him now. Brush up your Shakespeare, and the women you will wow. Just declaim a few lines from Othello, and they'll think you're a heck of a fella. If you're
Handkerchief? Handkerchief.
Handkerchief?
and if still too pretty pretends well, just remind you that all ends well. Brush up your Shakespeare, and they'll all
That stupid spot.
My lord, 'tis cold. How's it going? Oh, okay, all right.
Okay, you're good, but just in case. Okay, good.
Brush up your Shakespeare, and they'll all kowtow. And they'll all kowtow. Thinks thou? And they'll all kowtow. I trow. And they'll all kowtow. I'm watching.
I'm too old. Okay. Bye.
Oh my God.
We go again.
We don't need to be here for this.
But
Do I need to be here for this?
talk about? Come on.
We can just imagine it.
Brian, and this is Stanley, and I'm a nerd. But bitter.
Oh, and
Sometimes I like to
Sounds
dress
just
up
like him.
stormtrooper.
We get it. You went to Comic-Con.
And then I was like, I love Spider-Man because you wrote it and you're really cool. Would you like to touch my Chewbacca?
and he was like, "Oh, I don't know."
This is the longest.
Is that what he's trying to say?
This is the longest he's ever gone without saying the words Boba Fett.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure that he's not saying the words Boba Fett.
That's my Boba Fett.
This is a Stan Lee trip.
Brian.
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. You're
Brian!
Oh, we missed it.
Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. Now you know. Now you know my secret. That is, by the way, how we do staff meeting. Right? We get nothing done, really, which really explains our whole season. Next up, we have our dear Corey and Mike that you have already met. They do a lot of things between the two of them, and we're so thankful for their presence because we really, literally could have not gotten through this year without their skill set that they brought to us. What you're about to see very indicative of their working strategies in that Corey's act involved a lot of planning and thinking and memorizing and editing, very methodical. And Mike is just gonna wing it. They're equally good. Enjoy.
Tell me not to live, just sit and putter. Life's candy and the sun's a ball of butter. Don't bring around a cloud to rain on my parade. Don't tell me not to fly, I simply got to. If someone takes a spill, it's me and not you. Who told you you're allowed to rain on my parade?
Ghostbusters, what do you want?
Why can't you give me the respect that I'm entitled to?
I'll march my band out, I'll beat my drum, and if I'm found out, your turn at...
Hi, I'm Moira Rose. You deliberately embarrassed me in front of a reporter!
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Bat, sir, at least I didn't fake it. Hat, sir, I guess I didn't make it. But whether I'm the rose of sheer perfection or freckle on the nose of life's complexion, the cinder or the shiny apple of its eye.
Barbara, please! Please, Barbara!
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
What's your favorite scary movie?
I gotta fly once, I gotta try once, only can die once. right, sir. Ooh, life is juicy, juicy, and you see I'm gonna have my bite, sir. Get ready for me, love, cause I'm a comer. I simply gotta march, my heart's a drummer. Don't bring around a cloud of rain on my...
I just want to find 11,780 votes.
Get off my plane.
That, just so you will know, and your children will someday know, is the night the lights went out in Georgia.
These are the moments that make life worth living. I'm gonna live and live now.
May I please remind you that it does not say RSVP on the Statue of Liberty.
Get what I want, I know how. One roll for the whole shebang. One throw that bell will go.
I have never in my life yelled at a girl like this. I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you?
This one is for the boys with the booming system. Top town AC with the coolest system. When he come up in the club, he be blazing up. Got stacks on deck like he's saving up.
Snap out of it. Oh, that bell will go clang. Eye on the target and wham. One shot, one gunshot, and bam!
Elphaba, why couldn't you have stayed calm for once, instead of flying off the handle? Julia, I know you're upset. You just gotta breathe. We both just gotta breathe. I gotta go, Julia. We got cows.
You think just because I'm a movie star I don't have feelings? Well, you're wrong. I do have feelings. I'm an actress. I have all of them.
Hey, Mr. Ornstein, here I am.
Gupta. The Queen is coming to Grove High School.
Nobody is gonna rain on my
Stephanie's pregnant.
I'm having a baby.
Katie, you're on. Let's go to the thermometer. Dun, 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 dun.
As you can see, we are just about halfway to our goal this evening. We have raised $930 tonight. Thank you all so much who have donated. With our match from our board, that brings us up to $1,860. But don't forget the match goes up to $2,000. So we can really push a lot further. You will be able to donate for the rest of the night. Well, for the rest of forever if you really want. We hope. Again, thank you so much for joining us for tonight's faculty showcase. We appreciate all of your love and support, and we hope that our 37th season will be the best one yet.